Before the addiction came the shame. So most people think that addiction actually starts with the first drink or the first high or first time we crossed a line that we swore we would never cross. That's it. But the truth is, it starts long before that. It starts with shame. And there's a big distinction to note here. Guilt says I did something bad. Shame says I am bad. And that difference changes everything. Shame is one of the oldest emotions in the human nervous system. It's not just a feeling, it's actually a survival strategy. When we were little and connection felt unsafe, our bodies learned that shrinking, hiding, blaming ourselves was the safest way to stay attached to our caregivers. So instead of thinking my caregiver can't meet my needs, we internalize there must be something wrong with me. We don't know that distinction. That belief becomes the root of the wound, and decades later it becomes the fertile ground where addiction actually takes hold. So when we grow up carrying that toxic shame, our nervous system stays in a chronic state of threat. We live in a body that constantly whispers, you're not good enough, you're not too much, you'll be rejected if anyone sees the real you. And because that feels so unbearable and yucky, we reach for something to numb that feeling, to escape. And for a few moments, alcohol, food, sex, or scrolling quietens the nervous system, turns down the volume on the shame. But when the effect wears off, the shame comes back, even louder than before. So we drink to escape it, and then we wake up with more of it. And that's the shame addiction loop. Shame, escape, relief, more shame. And shame doesn't just follow addiction, it fuels it. It activates the same stress circuits that substance temporarily soothes. So that's why you don't drink because you're weak. You drink because for a moment, the shame quietens down, the fear and the shame. The problem is that each time you escape that feeling though, the nervous system learns, it's like, aha, shame is dangerous, and the cycle strengthens because it works for a bit. So what does healing the nervous system actually mean? So it's a phrase that we hear all the time, but few people actually explain clearly what it means. So healing the nervous system doesn't mean you're calm all the time. It means that your body learns that it's safe again. Safe to feel, safe to connect, safe to rest, just safe. It means your system starts to believe I can experience discomfort without disappearing, without escaping. And that happens through practices of safety and compassion, breath, boundaries, movement, stillness, safe connection with others and community. When your body feels safe, shame begins to dissolve because the body no longer believes that you're bad or broken. So as an alcoholic in recovery and a trauma-informed educator, I had to learn this the hard way, and it took a while. For years, I tried to fix myself. I studied neuroscience, I read every book I could get my hands on. And I told myself if I just understood it enough, I could outthink my drinking. But the healing didn't come from more knowledge or control. It came from compassion. It came from finally understanding that I wasn't bad. I was just wounded and healing that wound through somatic work. Shame convinces us that we don't deserve to recover. That's the cruelest trick of all. But recovery begins when your body begins to feel safe enough to know that you are worthy of healing. You are not broken. You're healing from shame that was never actually even yours to carry. Not to mention the carried shame that comes down the bloodline through epigenetics. That's a whole other video. But when you release the shame, recovery becomes possible. Really, truly possible. So if this resonates, subscribe for more trauma-informed conversations where compassion meets science in recovery. Please do share and subscribe to join this beautiful family.